Here to talk more about today's event as a whole are two of its organizers, Nika Quessy and Chiara De Lorenzo. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now, just to get started, for people that don't know, what is OrangeSeed's?
So OrangeSeed's is like a first-year empowerment program. We focus on mentorship, leadership, professional development, and community service. So like throughout the first semester, we just like do a bunch of community service, and that's like our main purpose, like in like what we do. And then like during our meetings, we focus on professional development, such as like LinkedIn, like interview stuff, resume work, stuff like that, just to get us like prepared for the future. And then our mentorship is like we all have mentors that like guide us through like our first year of college, because it can be like a scary transition, you know. And it's a really tight-knit community. It's a great way to find our place on campus.
And what do you two specifically do within the organization?
Yeah, so first semester, it was all about all 26 of us coming together to participate in service organizations. So we went to places around the Syracuse campus as well as outside of the Syracuse campus, and we just got to learn a lot about community service, as well as just give a hand in the community that like helps us. And then second semester, specifically, we were voted in as the liaisons of the big event. So specifically, our job is to help with like committee meetings and help with just bringing the organization together, but we're also supposed to be a safe space for those who may need like some questions to ask of us, or like just to represent the group. So that's kind of what we've been doing this second semester more specifically.
Yeah, and we heard a little about it from Grace, but can you tell us what is the big event?
Okay, so the big event is like the biggest day of community service on campus, ran by solely students. So it's just us along with the 26 or 24 other seeds. We don't get like assistance from like our mentors, because it's supposed to be like only student ran. And basically we get Syracuse students to sign up. We have about 200 students signed up for the day, and then they come in, which will be tomorrow morning, and we send them out into the greater Syracuse community to like give back, like serve the community, and just like have a day up to experience like what we've been doing for the entire semester.
Now, for 200 people coming into this, what kind of planning goes into an event like this?
So at the very beginning, after we were voted in as the liaisons, we also split off the 26 of us into 3 separate committees. So there is community relations, who focus specifically on outreach for the organizations that we work with. Then logistics, who focus on day of planning. They probably have like the most stressful job as it gets closer to the big event. But all day of planning and like how we're gonna manage said 200 people. And then lastly, we have marketing, who focuses on social media and outreach and really getting people to sign up.
Yeah, and how can people get involved with volunteering?
I think a way like to get people involved just in general is like there's so many organizations that like always tell us that like they need people to help, and like they need like anyone, like they'll take any volunteers. And so there's like places like Walkable, like we've walked to some places, for example like Housing Visions, and they help like remodel houses. But then there's other places that you could like bus downtown that they're like, we will take literally anyone. So just reaching out to organizations and nonprofits, because anyone's like open to like a helping hand.
Thank you so much, Nika and Chiara, for joining us.